before we get to the video, please click that like button if you're enjoying the content. If you find yourself coming back often, make sure you're subscribed and click that notification bell. It really helps me out, and I try to post videos at least once a week. As always, thank you all for the support.
What's up, guys? Shay Stevens here, PDG number 77522. Today I'm doing a little bit of a bag assessment, just checking things out. This is something I highly recommend everyone does. Just when your discs get grimy, go take them out of your bag, give them a good wash, dry them off, lay them out, and just make sure, think about your shots. I think is everything covered. It's something I like to do at least twice a year. We're kind of in like that weird transitional period in my area where, the Philly Opens happened, the Yetters happened, and we're getting Winter League starts this weekend, I believe, so... it's I play in an area where we have no off season, but the off season is definitely a period where I like to pull everything out and think about my game and make sure everything's covered. So I have everything laid out here: approach discs, throwing putters, middies, fairways, drivers, understable on the right, overstable on the left. Starting down low here, approach discs. I'm happy. R2 anode. I play catch with the basket. Love that disc. The Electron Entropy, greatest approach disc made by MVP. Chad, help a brother out. I need more of these. I have a couple backups, but I'm very scared. These colors aren't great. They're very easy to lose. I will be throwing that thing basically until I beat the heck out of it too much. It's already getting a bit warped up. It's this is the lab second, as you can tell, but it's getting a little, disfigured. But it's hanging on for now. Throwing putters. Beat the heck firm Electron Envy. It's doing its thing, being James Conrad. We got the Ironmouth Envy. This has changed a bit. It's a neutron disc, but it is getting more understable. I'm throwing this thing dead straight. It's barely finishing, so that is something I do need to just take into consideration. It fills a slot in my bag, just dead straight, no fade really. So I've been throwing it on some holes with soft hyzers, and it's not been soft hyzering. So just more of a mental note I need to take that disc has changed. I've been throwing it for a few years now, so no worries though. I have the Team Basket Basher stamped Eclipse Envy filling in for that straight to overstable shot. And then I have two Plasma Entropies. This one is getting pretty beat in now, so it's going really nice and straight, but then it does, the minute it starts slowing down, just dump really hard. So I do get a lot more straight push out of this one versus my newer Team Stamp Plasma Entropy. That one is very beefy. Love it right now. And I am playing with, I have one of the 2022 MVP Open Plasma Entropies. Those things have a nice high parting line on them, so I think they're going to be actually more overstable. So definitely want to play with that eventually. I need to actually throw one of them in my bag, I think, my practice bag, just to get familiar with it. It's more overstable. That's awesome. So looking good. Mid-range selection. Uplink. Love that disc. God, we waited so long for it and it delivered. That thing is just beautiful, understable, controllable. Really reminds me of the Theory personally, so happy to have something like that. Does have more. My problem with my Theory was it basically flew the same as my Beat the Heck firm Electron Envy. So that has a little more distance separation, so I can get longer lines out of that uplink. Coming over here, we got the reactors, the fission reactors. One on the right is the one MVP sent me as a tester, so I've been throwing that the longest. That's nice and beat in, so I do get a little bit of hyzer flip out of it. Some nice rides to the right, but still has a good reliable finish. The Basket Bashers gearhead stamp is money. I think it's a frozen rope dead straight for me. I love that disc right now. It's doing a lot of work for me, especially like hole 7 at Tyler. Just pump that thing right down the middle. Pyro, slightly in question. I'm curious. I have a Eclipse reactor currently in my backup bag. I'm a mold minimalist, so if I could get an Eclipse reactor to fill that slot for me, it might be kicking the Pyro out. It's just something I'm playing with right now. It's in the bag for now, but you're on notice. And then the Golf is Dead stamped deflector that Don hooked me up with. Thank you, Don. That's staying in the bag. That's old reliable. I just love the beef on that thing. Coming up to the fairways. Here's where things get interesting. So my problem I'm having right now is I'm coming up to shots and going, should I throw the relay or should I throw the uplink? And it's kind of, they're covering the same lines for me right now. And honestly, I'm more comfortable throwing the uplink. So the relay, I've been throwing it for a while. I've had that one since Elaine came to Tyler and did her clinic. That's where I got it from. And I think I'm going to be subbing that out now for... I finally have enough backups of these to trust it in the bag, so it's going to be getting a test run in the offseason. The Rhythm. It's got enough distance separation compared to the uplink. I think that's going to give me some, it's going to offer different shots. I love the understability of it, and I love the actual, I have to throw the relay on so much hyzer now to, just not turn and burn it or make it a roller. That has a lot more fight back at the end, so I don't have to worry about, cut rolls. So really excited to try the rhythm out now. And then coming in, I have the Fission Crave. So much bang for the buck for me. I get some nice little cool S flights out of it in the woods. I really like it. It actually shines a lot when I have to throw it from a standstill. So that's why that's in there right now. Fission Volt, that thing is a laser beam, just dead straight shooter. Very comparable to my relay in terms of flight, just longer. So that's my problem though, is it just goes dead straight. I don't get much finish out of it. So those subtle hyzer, those like slight hyzer holes, I am not getting the movement from right to left that I need out of it. I've tried to get that from a plasma volt. This is a patent pending one, and it flies, unfortunately, just the same as the Fission. So this guy didn't really work out for me. So what can I slot in there? I just bought this actually at the tournament this weekend from Bria. Let's go with, this is a patented proton volt. So that should be a little more stable than the Fission volt, and hopefully gives me that extra, fade I'm looking for in my flights. So that's going to be a test run right now. And then the Terra, absolutely love that disc. Of all the James Conrad discs, that is my favorite. I love the overstability, but I love the glide on it too. I can shape some really cool shots with it. Really comfortable on forehands too. I've just been, there's a little like step out of the rough forehand shots. I really like being able to hit that with Anheuser and get some flex and get some movement out of it. Coming to the driver line, I'm pretty happy here. Beat the heck patent pending Fission Photon. I can make it roll if I needed to, but I can do some really cool hyzer flips with it too. Great distance. This DFX Phoenix stamp, I waited for that stamp for so long. Don hooked it up. Love that disc right now. It's like one tree hit away from being exactly where I want it in terms of seasoning. Just good, stable driver. If I get it going to over to the right a bit, I get that great long panning Anheuser, then dumps back. I've had some bombs with that disc. And then this is a newer addition to the bag. This is that freakish run that with the Max Planck photons were. Bria got theirs stamped up on that same run. They are so gummy. So love this thing for the grip and the gumminess. Very overstable right now though. It is a 173 gram. But for headwinds, I can throw that thing reliably and know it's not going to turn out on me. And then finishing up, I got my Neutron Phase that ain't going anywhere. That is just reliable. I love hitting that thing on forehand to get around corners. So I'm really feeling good right now. This is kind of the only gray area for me right now that's in question. Just because I haven't tested that disc. I just bought it last weekend, so I'm playing tags tomorrow at Fort Washington, hopefully. So that'll be the beta run. I'll give you guys a bit of an update on Facebook. Let you know how things worked out. If I get a chance to use them, depends on what kind of layout they're running. If I get a chance to, if I get a chance to throw them, I'll let you know how it goes. But again, guys, I really recommend. This is something. It's a good exercise because if you watch, I have another reassessment from another. I think last year I did one, and I had like 3 more distance drivers up here, and I play wooded golf. You don't get to throw distance drivers that much on the courses I play, so it was kind of worthless. I had all this redundancy and just it caused doubt. I'd grab 2, like this one flies like this. Which one should I throw? Like I want to know if I want understable distance, I'm going there. If I want stable here, so I got my shots here. And honestly, if I lose one of them, it stinks, but I could probably make do with line 2. These are the discs I'm going to use more on the course, so I want to make sure I have more variety down here. So definitely it's worth pulling all your discs out of your bag, just making sure you're covered, not overly redundant. And yeah, hopefully it helps simplify your game a bit. So this has been my little reassessment of my bag. I'll let you know how it goes. If you guys have any questions for me, reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care.
Thank you to my sponsors. For all your disc golf needs, check out Phoenix Discs and Basket Bashers Disc Golf.